Hey, you lovely people. We have a special treat for you NXT Battleground. It's unpopular view, but it's also the Big Pop Theory podcast. We decided to bring this here for the UPR universe, and we're going to talk Battleground. It is Grand Poobah, Shay Sawyer, and we'll see you after this quick intro.
Hey, listening audience, this is Mama Bad Guy, and you're listening to the Big Pop Theory podcasting featuring Captain Shakespeare and Bad Guy Jack.
Hey, lovely people, you would expect that thing to be a lot bigger, but we can fix that. But hey, everybody, welcome to Unpopular View, and thank you for letting they want to say thank you to the guys to let us bring the Big Pop Theory podcast. I'm Bad Guy Jack, and I wish they saw it. Shay, why don't you tell the lovely people how are you?
I'm well. I'm tired. I'm stressed from wrestling. But it was really good matches. So yeah.
It was. It was a lot of good stuff. It was a digestible show. Right now, there's another wrestling show that is still going on,
Of
and
course. Of course it is.
we're going to beat that so we can all go to sleep at a reasonable time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, George was going on. People were sitting there saying, I don't know how to say this young man's name, but
Hi,
Himanshu,
Matthew.
Himanshu, how are you, sir? I see that you have turned your back on me again. That's tremendous.
As he should.
NXT was pretty solid show tonight. Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And what else we got? H man, yeah, my blood pressure's already went through the roof. Uh, it's about time we unite. I was betrayed and kicked out. I don't want anybody to go through the same thing. All right, we're gonna. There's a civil war going on in the chat room.
Why don't you just join me, Himanshu? What the hell? Like, I never have kicked anyone out. I'm so nice to everyone in my community. I don't understand this.
You're so what?
Nice.
I feel like someone deleted my clip, which you did to Jeffrey. I'll find that clip eventually because you kicked Jeffrey out. I know that clip is somewhere in here. Someone deleted that. I'm not happy about that. But while we talk, Himanshu, don't join Shay. She'll turn on you too. While we open up with the opening match, which something you proudly pointed out that you called out that it was going to open up with the NXT North American Championship match. It was a triple threat. Wes Lee, damn, I hit my eye. That hurt. Against that's not funny. That's not
It's a
humor.
little funny.
Really, no, that's not. I
It's a
just
little
heard.
funny. It was a little funny.
Wow. We got Wesley, Tyler Bate, Joe Gacy. This was really good. I mean, if you're gonna open up a show, you cheap plug. We did the audio version of the Big Pop. We're talking about AJ against Seth Rollins. We talked about how if you start a show, you want to start off hot, and that's how you start off a show. Yes. It's the podcast episode. We decided to bring it here. You see, we got the nice little background. You see our little floating guy in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, funny on Twitter, you see people actually watching NXT, like clips of NXT while they're actually at the event. But this match was good. I thought there was some really, really good spots. I'm still trying to understand why Wesley is so mad at Tyler Bate. Like, I don't really get it so much.
Right.
I see that. Oh, if you wanted a shot, you could have asked. But like when they were even in the match and they were getting ready to fight, Wesley says, "What the hell, Tyler?" And I'm like, "It's a triple threat, dude. It's not a handicap match." Joe Gacy is just trying to. He's enjoying this. He's causing a bigger wedge between them. At some point, they do some double teams on Joe Gacy, and eventually these two face each other. Wesley was the star of this match, but I gotta give it up to Tyler Bate because he really did a lot of crazy things in this match. There was the airplane spin with the big spin. There was a spot where I think Joe Gacy was pinning West, and he hit like a spiral tap. I thought the spot was really cool. It was much earlier in the match. I think it was Joe Gacy. He did like a sunset, and West hit a German on Tyler, and he sold it like hell. So I thought that was great.
Yeah.
There were so many good spots. I mean, there's so many things I wrote, and you can't go through every little movement in the match. A nice close.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, close. Looked like there was a moment where it looked like Tyler was going to get the win when he hit the Tyler driver. But I did want to, at the end, just to sum it all this match up, because there's a lot of chaotic stuff going on here in this match. There was a spot where Joe Gacy is sitting on the turnbuckle, and it looked like Wes Lee's going to run and do like some kind of running grapple move, but he jumps to the side, takes up Tyler Bate, and then hits the cardiac kick on Joe Gacy to get the win. I thought it was a really good match. Gave him some time. These guys cooked. Sawyer, why don't you take the floor?
No, yeah, this was a really, really good freaking match, as I expected, and as I told you that Wes Lee would open because they just trust Wes Lee. They know that whenever he opens the show, he's going to start it off right, and he really did. He really set the tone for the entire show because I feel like the entire show, every match definitely delivered for me. Yes, people were a little confused with the Heritage Cup and it's like rules, but I feel like the crowd even still was very invested because it's two really, really amazing wrestlers still putting on, a show.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm jumping the gun. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this match. I wanted Tyler Bate to win. I really did, like really bad. And I think that because Joe Gacy was the one that got pinned, we're not completely done with the Tyler Bate Wes Lee saga. I think the reason that Wes Lee is so bothered that Tyler Bate wants his title is because he knows he's very, very capable of taking it from him. That's where that hostility comes from, honestly.
That's interesting. And I liked what you said there where they continue the story with Tyler Bate and Wes Lee, because I said countless times, like, I think this should have just been a one-on-one, but fine, whatever. And the triple threat was fun. Triple threats are fun. I always have a good time with triple threats. It's always as hard as we get ready to review and you're writing down the stuff and you're like, I can't write all this stuff down. I can't keep up with all this stuff. So yeah, I thought this match and I thought this was really good. And this is how you open up a show. We got so much going on. North American title match is usually, sometimes, Standard Delivery didn't open. That wasn't the opener. That was like in the middle or something like that. So it doesn't always open. It's just more times than I don't know if it's none. I can't.
George, I'm hearing that Jamie is injured, so it's kind of like, what can you do? What can you do?
Yeah, I heard that crowd wasn't really happy about that. Not that she won, but I guess because they know she can't wrestle. I don't know. I you go on Twitter and you hear people, and someone was actually there, and you can hear the crowd going like, "Oh."
That's good. Hey, progress.
All right.
I think this is progress right here,
There
Sammy.
Corporate calls. What we got? The next match you mentioned, you jumped to it, the Heritage Cup. In case you guys didn't know, I had notes from the last time, but it goes by British rules, 6 rounds. The matches are 2 out of 3 falls. 2 out of 3 falls. There's fall, submission, and countouts. Once a fall happened, the round ends. I took notes on that. That was from the other day. And actually, when I was doing 2K, I was doing British rules. I just don't remember 6 rounds, though. I think I didn't understand it so much. I was interested in it. And as the match was going on, I was like, oh, okay. This is... Also, to the point out, this is the first time this match happened in American soil. So there's that. What was that?
Nothing.
I don't know what is happening here. The first round, there's 6 rounds, right? Well, this actually goes to, let me make sure I got this right, 5 rounds. So the first round, they're filling each other out. They're trying to see, they're trying to outsmart the other. So it's the fill-out round. I'm trying to figure out between round 1 and round 2 when Oro shows up. Was it round 2?
It was round 2.
Round 2, okay. Because Noam Dar, I gotta say, I kind of became a fan favorite of his after tonight because this was hilarious. So he's been trying to recruit Omar for a while, and he kept saying, "Nah, man, no, I don't have nothing to do with it." And I feel like I should have paid attention to that stuff. For me, I kept paying attention to Nathan Fraser. He's been getting a lot more TV time, and character development. So I sat here and said to myself, maybe he's going to be the one to turn. I know I'm jumping the gun here, but that was my thought because we did a prediction show a few days back. And round 2, like you mentioned, Omar comes out. I said Omar. I just renamed the man. This is my first botch of the night. But Noam Dar gets the win tonight. Gets the win in round 2. So Dragon Lee's looking down. He's out. Round 3 it goes on.
Hello.
And Dar gets oh, that's Savage. What's going on? He's a Spider-Man fan. This guy gets it. This guy gets it. He's a Spider-Man fan. He gets it. He understood the Shocker reference. He's great. So are the NXT Women Champion? It's on the main roster. I just don't know what they plan on doing with it. Honestly, I don't know what their plans are. King Sammy. I have to ask. When you say you're king, do you have an actual crown? There's a kingdom. You have a kingdom. I need to know these things. I like to know things. Noam Dar, he gets a cheap shot in round 3. Omo, he helps Noam Dar in round 4. There's a spot where I forgot what he did, but he helped him. And then Nathan Frazier came out and started yelling at him and yelled at him, "Don't do this." Omar didn't like any of this, and he just proceeded to snuff it. And I loved every moment of this. I was like, good. Teach him a lesson. Then
What did he do?
Well, he yelled at this guy, and I don't blame him for snuffing him. And that's what he did. He proceeded to hit him with the right hook of justice. And Nathan Frazier was not a fan of that and proceeded to then attack Omar. And I wasn't a fan of this. I think Nathan.
Oh wow.
I think he have ADHD. I think he's too hyper, and I think he needs to calm down a little bit because all that attack, all because Omar just he duffed you one good time, and I think at that point you need to learn your lesson, give up your lunch money, and that's it. I'm sorry, I'm just a man of justice. I can't help that. Yes, yes. And then we get to round 5. I'm sorry, I'm missing the spot. I think round 4 he gets the win. Dragon Lee. I'm sorry, there's a lot of Lees here, but Dragon Lee gets the win in round 4. Round 5. I don't think this was a. Do you think this was a botch? Let me ask you this. There's a spot where Noam Dar, he's on the ring apron, and Dragon, he runs up. It looked like he was going for a Hurricane Rana, but it looked like it was turned into a powerbomb. Do you think that was a botch?
It looked really ugly.
It did.
I don't know. I think maybe that's what they meant to do, but it just was executed not the best. Maybe just a heat of the moment type thing, but it looked really ugly. I was so nervous for Dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon.
Someone gets a sword and just Sir Dragon. There we go. I just learned King Sammy say he doesn't really have a kingdom, but to me, sir, you do have a kingdom. It's called the Kingdom of Sam. There we go. Upper Fire said in the vineyard last week that they will shake things up on all 3 brands. Maybe they'll defend it everywhere. Well, that's the plan. I figured the plan was for them. They took him from NXT so they could put him on the main roster. Put him on the main roster. So now they got a little bit more eyes. And like people who don't watch NXT, they're looking at these women with these other belts and say, "What? Well, where did these other belts come? What? It's so silly. Where these other belts come from?"
I think that's so dumb.
I just think that's the reason of it, because not everyone watch NXT. You put a little bit more eyes, but yeah, I would have just kept the belts right here in NXT because now they don't even have. And I don't know, that women tag team. Let me just finish this because I feel a vein in my neck right about now.
I can't.
But round 5, the Hurricane Rana to the powerbomb.
I agree.
And it looked like Dragon Lee's going to get the win here. But then all of a sudden you see Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson. And Lash Legend hits Dragon Lee with like a container. I don't know what it was. But she hit the hell out of him. I heard a boom! And I said, yeah! And then Noam Dar took advantage. He pins Dragon Lee, which just had to be. I didn't think Dragon Lee needed to be the one to dethrone Noam Dar. I just didn't think that should have been a thing. I would have been I wouldn't have been upset, but I would just be like, I don't agree to that booking. Noam Dar, just the imagery. Let me. I believe we have some pictures here. We have some pictures here. We came kind of prepared here. Let me see. Where is it? Here we go. Look at this. No, that's not them.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I'm sorry,
that's the wrong UK stars. Come on.
Sorry, I couldn't see. The pictures are like this big. Look at this.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at them just so happy, and seeing people. Yeah. Come on. Don't do that.
If someone said it was a part of the match, I saw someone comment and say that him doing that was like all a part of it. Is that true? Well, if anyone watched it, is that true? I don't know. So that's why I'm not commenting.
Yeah, please inform us because I wasn't I don't want
I also really love this comment as well.
See, H-Man gets it.
But you know what? If there's one thing that's gonna happen, the sisters are gonna hold Noam down. They're gonna hold him down every time. The sisters love Noam Dar. That's it. I will hold him down too.
Listen, the man's invited.
I will beat someone up for Noam Dar too, because that's one of my favorite wrestlers. Okay, so I get it.
You know, Noam Dar, he's invited to the barbecue. He's great. He's tremendous. Someone I saw someone on Twitter say he just loves chocolate, and apparently he does love some chocolate. Matter of fact, this stable right here is full of chocolate. So it's just like, I mean, this guy gets it. This guy, listen, homeboy likes a chicken season, and I dig it. This guy likes a chicken season. He likes a little flavor. He likes a little curry. He like, you know what I mean? You don't want that basic stuff. So yes, Noam Dar, this was great. This was tremendous. I dig it. Also, I don't believe y'all could have hurt Dragon Lee. I don't believe in her offense. If she wants to prove me wrong, I will humbly accept a wrestling.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. You're clever. That's clever.
He's a brilliant man. He's very brilliant. No, Jeff rushed the move. It was a botch. He tried to. Well, no, I think we were trying to talk about the Twist of Fate, but that move, that
both of them. I was talking about both.
Mm-hmm. The Twist of Fate one looked really bad, and I don't even know he did like a Michael Jackson spin. It was bad.
I hate that for him.
I do too. I don't want to remember him like that. I don't.
Oh my god, I almost fell in my chair. George, please. Yes. That's what I'm saying. He's a man of the people.
He is.
The people. The people.
He would be Wakanda.
He'll be White Wolf number 2.
No, he'd be number 1. We don't. Bucky's not.
Excuse me. Whoa. You're bugging. You're not gonna slander Bucky.
No.
You're not gonna slander James Buchanan in front of my face. I'm so sorry. That's not going to happen. Yes, you take that somewhere else.
I'm not going anywhere. My ass is already planted in this seat, so I am not going anywhere. And I will sit here. What?
Keep it cute then.
It is.
Yeah. Stay cute.
I can't. I'm just naturally cute. I don't know.
Period.
So let's go to the next thing. We have which I think was the match of the night, or the most brutal match of the night. I don't know what you would call it. This was something out of, we were mentioning the MCU. Like, this looked like the destruction of New York when the Avengers.
The incident?
Because they don't even call it New York, right? They just say the incident, right? The incident. They kept saying that in Jessica Jones, the incident. I was like, what the hell's the incident? Oh, you mean
it was so funny because they were so in denial in the beginning to them when they got to the Thanos stuff. They was like, okay, you know what? It happened. It happened and we're trying to get past it. Why is this becoming a Marvel conversation?
I don't know. We've been, the last few shows we've done, we've somehow mentioned Marvel in some kind of way because MCU rocks. That's what it is.
True.
But yeah, these two went out, and you knew these two were going to beat the hell out of each other. Matter of fact, before the match started, Dijak, I didn't know who this woman was. I thought it was just a random woman, not realizing that's his wife and kids. And he says, "What are you doing here? Send the kids away." I would have sat here as his wife, like, but you asked me to be here. Like, how do you tell me to go away?
I was wondering that as well. I'm like, well, why did you get a ticket reserved for them to be in the front row, sir? Like, I'm so That's why I'm saying, like, his character is so funny because it's so unserious. Like, he's
Right.
serious, but he's not serious all at the same time. And then the Sin City. Oh, I just love the Sin City. Everything about his entrance is everything. Like, I love Dijak.
You're a huge fan of that. Matter of fact, you recommended go check it out. If you guys haven't seen, I've never seen Sin City, but if you guys haven't either, you should check it out.
It's on HBO Max. Well, it's on Max now. It's on
Max?
HBO. It's called Max now.
Yeah, I know. Like I was watching Looney Tunes just a few hours ago, but that's on Max.
It's on Max. It is.
I think I know what I would do. I'll give this a watch. But these guys proceed to beat the hell out of each other. I mean, there's nothing I could sit here. I didn't write down anything that these guys did. There was a lot of moves. There's a lot of toss. Dragunov, he's shown that he could take a lot of damage. And the man can take damage. The spot where, and I know this is later on in the match, but the spot where he's in the corner and Dijak, he has the kendo stick and proceeds to whoop this man.
Oh my
and you
God.
can hear the, and then you hear Dragunov. Oh.
He was laughing. He's like, oh, yes, bouncing up and down in the corner. I'm like, no, this man is different.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, real quick question, though, because I don't pay attention a lot to Dragunov. I know Dragunov used to wear the red contacts, right? Was this the first time that he done it in a long time? Because I feel like this was the first time he did it in a long time. I don't think he does that as much. Or is that just me?
Yeah, no, he hasn't done it as much as he used to. He used to do it all the time. I actually hated it. I actually think he should not do that and just have his regular eyes. Let's not do that. Let's just reel that back in. Reel it back in.
I don't mind it because it's a part of his gimmick. Matter of fact, I used to think that's just how his eyes looked until then I saw him with glasses. Oh, so you're a liar.
You thought his eyes were like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought he was just born like that. Like I just thought he just shoot heat vision. I don't know. You never thought anyone just shot heat vision? I thought that from my 4th grade teacher.
No. Jessica, yes. Oh my gosh. His body, the bruise. I don't know. His arm, like that don't look right. That don't look like no regular bruise. I don't know. So we'll know on Tuesday, but that don't look right.
Let's hope this feud is over by George. I'm pretty sure this feud is over. I'm sorry, I just went down, but we got also, this is what good spelling. Oh, selling the story does. Single candlestick shot felt like a Canadian destroyer on concrete. See, you don't even have to even do all that much. See that?
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. But no, this match was so brutal. But the ending to me, so I felt like Dragunov took so much damage, right? And not to say Dijak didn't either, but I thought the ending was not anticlimactic, but I just thought more, right? So he does the spot where he's on the steel steps and he does that, I call it the flying Batman punch because it's like he flies in the air and then he just duffs you. And I get it, his head hit the chair, but I felt like Dragunov took so much more damage than this guy, and for that to put him away, I was like, I would have wanted more, but that's fine. It's fine. I just think I wanted more. Yes. Well, I'm sorry.
No, I agree. I felt the same way. I felt like that ending was kind of kind of fell flat for me. Like I felt like after all that, a little is what ends it. Like, come on, you needed to throw him through a table on fire. That's how we need to end it. Like that's how I feel like.
Okay. Apparently we got ECW Shay in the house. Just throw a person through the fire with thumbtacks and drop an anvil on this mofo. I mean,
they set the tone. What do you want me? I'm just saying what they should have did. They set the tone.
But no, and I'm glad that you agreed to that because like I didn't know if I was wording that correct because I felt like there was like Dragunov just went through a barricade, he went through a table. Matter of fact, there was a spot, right? And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it. Where Dijak, there's a lot of I'm not even gonna go there. But Dijak, he picks up a table and he holds it up, and then Dragunov, like a bat out of hell, just goes through it with his head. I said, "What's wrong with this man? Just what a barbarian!" I'm still bitter. Bron got screwed. He had a 3 count, but the ref had money on the paper champion. This guy, JL, this JL guy, he is a big Bron fan. This guy, you can't tell him nothing. I
get it though.
Bron's getting that world strap from Seth Rollins. This J, I like this J guy. This J guy stands for Bron. He will stand 11 toes for this man.
Anyone take it from him. Anyone.
You are still bitter about him winning.
Absolutely.
What did he do? I'm sorry. You're holding on to a grudge that happened a few years ago.
A few years ago. A few years ago.
Oh, are you still upset about a few weeks ago?
I can't even be. You know what? I'm just not even gonna address you. What I will say is Dragunov is definitely going towards that main title. How are they gonna spin it? Like, how are they gonna spin this? Because Dragunov literally looks invincible at this point. I just don't know. I just don't know.
I mean, he can still be beat though. I get what you're saying, because you're saying after a match like this, and he could take so much damage and so much punishment. How do you beat a man like this? I mean, eventually it all catches up, don't it? I mean, if I could sit here
did she?
Huh?
I didn't know that.
Is returning and she deleted her. Ooh.
I did not know that. I would love that. Oh.
I'm sorry, I was just pointing this out because eventually the style, I didn't mean to interrupt your thought, but I was just gonna say eventually the style catches up. So when you say how can he be beat? I mean, look at this man. He's in pain.
Yeah, that's like, I want to just play like the Undertaker music, like boom, like I don't know. That's just, I don't know. I'm sorry.
All good. No, all good.
True, George.
We got a Chase Use segment. I stepped away for a minute and all I heard is Ricky sucks. And I believe it because Duke Hudson said it. Duke Hudson is the truth.
Jessica.
We got who the hell? Because I would have liked the bit. Oh my god, I was saying, why did he seem like not human? Image him when he was little at the playground sandbox playing with the kids. Pretty sure those kids got their ass kicked. I'm pretty sure he ran into them with his headbutt.
Charizard.
Reminds me of Charizard's finishing move. I like that there's a Pokemon reference, especially the older ones. You ain't a fan of Seth. Just talking to you.
Jay, it's not that I'm not a fan. I am a fan of Seth, but I'm upset with him right now. So,
Do you want to tell him why? You have a second to tell
because he keeps taking opportunities from Finn Balor. I don't care. I said it. I'm tired. Every time something important is laid in front of Finn, there's Seth. Like, he's like that little. You remember that time when he did that segment with Roman, and he just kind of like goes like in the camera like that? That's what Seth does every time. Every time.
And I thought I had problems.
Whatever.
Oh, I'm just saying. Look, I don't have to say it. Look, I understand your pain, and I wish that.
Do you?
No, I do, and I wish that I could. I just wish Finn wouldn't get dominated so much, so I wouldn't have to hear this all the time. When you get constantly dominated and all that, listen.
I'm gonna start. Listen. I'm really trying to save you. Leave me alone. Find something safe to do. Leave me alone.
I'm from Brooklyn, so we don't know anything safe.
I'm from the Bronx, so.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I've been there. I sprained my ankle when I was walking down the street. It's very dangerous and unsafe.
Good.
Well, good thing I have good health care that works.
Do you have the same health care that Dragunov has?
I don't know what the hell Dragunov has. I don't think he has health care. I think he just lays down, and when his wife says, "Do you want me to call the doctor?" No, let me just lay here. He just lays there.
Are you sure, Sammy?
I'm pretty sure he lays there and bleed. How was that? Wait, what? I'm sorry. You saw what? Did I miss something?
It says Dragunov is supposedly joining him here. I don't see that. That'd be interesting.
I don't even think they need a fourth. I think the three of them are just fine. If you brought up Dragunov, I see people saying he should take the title off him, and I wouldn't even say take the title off him. Put them in the ring together. That's all I want, because these guys will kill it. One of the shows that we reviewed, cheap plug, some years back, it was like the last takeover we reviewed together, and it was him and at the time he was Walter, and these guys beat the hell out of each other. And there wasn't even no one in the not too many people in the arena, and these guys beat the hell out of each other. So
that's a big statement. I mean, I don't know how I feel, because I am a Bron Breakker fan. So obviously I'm a Bron Breakker apologist. So if he does something that is ridiculous, wrestling wise, I'm going to excuse it, whether it's logical or not.
if you debut him, I mean, you could do the face, and I'm pretty sure it would be fine. But I would just keep him as a heel. I think he's just been killing it so much more as a heel. Like right now, I'll be the first to admit, I wasn't necessarily feeling him. I didn't think there was anything wrong with his. I didn't think there was anything wrong with him. But as a face, I was like, yeah. But as a heel, I gotta say, I'm like, all right, listen, I get it. And he's channeling his uncle in a way, and still channeling his own self. I would call him up as a heel. What he said, beat the Intercontinental Champion. I wouldn't do that. Now I don't think he should be Gunther. What do we have? We talked about the Andre Chase segment.
Jay,
what?
I'm so sorry. I know I said I was a Bron Breakker apologist, but I can't. I can't. That mask had me in tears. In tears.
You know,
I'm sorry.
I'm glad you said that because I thought the mask was silly. I thought the hoodie was badass though. The hoodie was badass.
Yeah.
But the Party City dog mask, I don't know what was going on there. That wasn't good. So I'm sorry. I mean, yeah. But July, what are you laughing at? We got July 30th, the Great American Bash. NXT will be back with another PLE July 30th, so we'll be back for a review for that. We had a tag team championship match. We had the Creed brothers against Gallus. You know, what did you? Oh, you sound like you was interested in this match. Do you have any thoughts?
No, it's just like Julius was being a demon. Like that man, like he is so good at like everything. It actually terrifies me.
No, he is great. I mean, he was tossing these guys. He was doing. He was kipping up. I was moving around a little bit for this match, so I saw like very little, and I don't know, the Creed brothers. I didn't expect them to win, although my mindset, right? We did a prediction show, and the Manchu. I expected when we did the prediction show.
I don't have to imagine it. I do live here, Jay.
You know what, Jay? I like that you attacked the sensational Shrinking Shay. Yeah, welcome to the Jack Pack Empire. Jack, get this guy's shirt. I wish new H-Man was here because apparently old H-Man turned on me. I need to know where you lie, H-Man.
He turned on you? You sound as delusional as Vic did when he said that Bron Breakker turned on the NXT crowd. I said the audacity of this man to lie.
No.
Lie.
No. That's not your gimmick. I attacked Vic. No one attacked Vic. No one attacked my sweet Vic except me. That's not your job.
You're sweet Vic.
Yeah, that's right. He's a really lovely man. He's a lovely man,
You're
and
sweet Vic. Would you like me to get you the same handcuffs Dragunov used with Dijak? Like, because it's seeming personal here.
No, I don't like hand-me-downs. Okay. I like my own personal get-up.
I'll get you the fuzzy ones then.
I don't need your pity. I can show myself out. What are you doing? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't think this match was all that, but I was gonna give my thoughts. I thought that Stacks was going to interfere in this match somehow, and I was totally wrong. It was Ava, and Ava attacks Ivy, and that gives Gallus the distraction that they need to pin Julius to get the 1-2-3. Gallus retained the championship. What is your thoughts on this match, madam?
I really wanted the Creeds to win. I feel like the stuff with Gallus isn't really moving. Like it feels so stagnant. But I guess they want to go the route of Tony and Stacks taking the titles from them because they still do need to address them because they were the ones that literally put Tony in jail. So that's when he comes back, they're definitely going to come to collect.
They're going to come and collect. Do we have anything with these guys? I feel like we have all these pictures and we didn't use them. But yeah, here's your guys. Look at them. They're so happy. Look at them, Gallus. They're very happy being champs.
I'm happy for them.
Yeah. So, do you see? I'm sorry, you mentioned them. Stacks and why am I blanking on that? Tony, you see them taking the titles off them?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like that's where this is going.
All right. We got looking at the chat. I see Gallus, but Gallus was before Brawling Brutes though. That's humorous, Adrian.
Whoa. We don't talk about those masks. We don't talk about that, please. Please.
I like how Manchu is a man on his own. He attacks both of us. He attacks you.
He does.
And I like that. Good job, H Man. You know what, H Man? Come back to the Jackpack community. I don't say sorry much, but
Don't.
I won't say sorry. Just come back.
Exactly. Don't go back.
Stop. No, come back. Stop.
He can't even apologize. Like, don't do it. Don't go back.
Wow, you get your hair done. You just treat people like crap. Well,
Yes.
I see how you are.
Exactly.
Oh.
I'm glad you're picking up. Yes, the hoodie, and he got a haircut and did his beard. He was looking pretty good tonight, but I got to go with Mello because us Massachusetts people have to stick together. That's fair.
Yeah. Wow, you're from Massachusetts. Cool.
I like that's fair. That's fair.
You gotta stick with the hometown. You gotta do that. You just have to do that. Like I'm from Queens. I always root for the Mets. They lose, but that's fine. I guess. Oh, you gonna read this? I thought you. What's going on there?
Well, I wasn't reading everyone. My God, I might have a brain aneurysm if I did that.
No, we don't want that. Let's not.
Why did Ava Rain get involved in attack? No, because you want me to read. Why did Ava Rain get involved and attack Ivy Nile? All I have to say is Ava doesn't want to mess with a pit bull. You're right.
How long did it take you to come up with that one, George? You had that written on a stick of bubblegum?
She's never spoken a bad word about Mr. 305. Not once.
So the next match, you want to get into the next match? Matter of fact, real quick, before we go any further, we want to say thank you guys for joining us for this. Thank you for joining us for this. I'll say dual dual stream. You know, it's UPR, but we wanted to bring the Big Pop 30 podcast here. We wanted to talk NXT. It is after 11, and you guys are here just to hear us talk some wrestling. You guys are awesome in the chat. So please give a like, love, and share to everything UPR. But we also have our own little things. That was a good heart.
I know.
That's tremendous. Good job. I'm proud of you. But we also have a lot of things on the bottom, too. You can follow us on Instagram. TikTok, we're going to try to put some more content on there. Twitter, it's fun because you never know between the both of us who's tweeting. And trust me, you'll know when Sawyer's tweeting. You will know. And we have a YouTube now. That's where we're trying to get more, and we're going to do more after show reviews. So yeah, please follow us on all those things and all the stuff on Popular View as well. Let's get into this women's match. We are crowning a new NXT Women's Champion. It was vacated all those weeks ago when Indy dropped the title, which they should have done for the NXT Tag Team Women's Championship. But I digress, right? You know, no one listens to me.
We don't.
That pause wasn't for you to answer. You think you're so clever, don't you? You're not clever. And then she clapped. She was so proud of herself. We have Lyra Valkyria against Tiffany Stratton. The crowd was really into Tiffany. They were feeling Tiffany. There was even a little Tiffany chat. They were really happy to see her. The story was Lyra's leg. She was injured thanks to Cora Jade on Tuesday. So she's selling the leg. When she did that leapfrog and she sold, like her leg gave in. And Tiffany would take advantage of that. Tiffany would show her power, show her ring awareness. And you had Lyra trying to make a babyface comeback, trying to get through the pain with her leg injury. And that wasn't enough for her to beat Tiffany. Matter of fact, there was a small spot where I did think Lyra was going to get the win. She hit the spinning kick, right? She hit the spin kick. It's the same kick that annihilated Cora Jade. So she hits on Tiffany. I liked how Tiffany rolled close to the ropes and put her legs on there. So I thought that was a good touch. And Tiffany eventually was able to take advantage. She hit her with that. It's like a fireman carry, but it's like a drop in front, and she hit two of them. I thought that was great just to put away Lyra. And Tiffany hit her with the prettiest moonsault ever. And she is your new NXT Women's Champion. And I need to thank you, H-Man. I don't know. I want to hear you guys in the chat. What do you guys think about Tiffany Stratton being the new Women's Champion? And I'll give you the floor. Let me just get this quick thought out, Kat. I feel like for the longest time they wanted to put the title on her. I mentioned a while back, a few weeks back, when they had that match at Triple Threat, it just looked like they wanted to put it on her anyway because they wasn't sure if Indy would be able to finish the match. And obviously she finished it and stuff like that. But they put the title on her. And when we did the prediction show all that time ago, someone mentioned, and I thought it was really interesting when they mentioned this, that with Tiffany, you could do a lot more creatively. So I'm interested in seeing what they can do with her. I mean, I had my vision on I wanted Cora to win the women's championship, but Shawn Michaels said, "You don't have that. Don't work for me, brother." So,
I'm screaming.
But what did you think about this? Because I know you're a big Tiffany fan, and I can't wait to hear your show on Thursday. What in Cat We Trust?
Oh my goodness, I'm like dodging. I just want to answer this real quick. I loved it. Again, I think we talked about it on the podcast, but I said it made the most sense because Jimmy is the one who essentially started this by throwing in the towel for Jay. So it made sense for him to be the one to pull the trigger and get him fully out of it. That are my thoughts. I loved it. In terms of this match, this is actually a really, really good match. I think they had really good chemistry. I really enjoyed it. And the crowd was very invested, which I loved. It was the only women's match of the night. So I was glad that they were very invested in the match. And I'm open to giving Tiffany the time to, show us what this reign is going to be. I think she's very talented. She's picked up very quickly. She has her character down to a T, which is half the battle. Because you could be a good wrestler. Everyone knows this. You could be a great wrestler. There's amazing wrestlers. If you don't have that character down packed, a lot of times it don't matter. Tiffany already has that. And her in-ring is every week better and better and better. So I'm excited to see where she takes it. And I'm excited to see who will be her first opponent. I think someone said it. I don't know. Was it George or someone? Essentially saying that, Cora's going to bring it up, saying you have to thank me for this win because I weakened Lyra for you. So, Cora Jade being Cora will probably want to collect.
So, but my question is, so are we having a heel versus heel or does someone turn?
I don't think anyone turns. I think it'll just be a heel versus heel, but I don't think it'll end with I don't think it'll end like no contact. I think something's going to happen. I really do. But I think that Cora is definitely going to bring it up because it's Cora and she will bring it up.
And as she should, because she did the work. She did the work.
Yeah, look, see? Yep. It was George. I was right.
Good old George. I guess if you do that, I mean, sure. I mean, is it an actual program or are we just talking just at her first title defense? I guess that's because I have questions about it.
I don't think it'll be a program.
Okay, just okay. Oh, if it's just a match, then yeah, no, I agree. I thought it was a program. I wanted to know more about that. Tiffany be great as champion. She deserved it, to be honest. I could not tell if Tiffany was happy or not. She was expressionless. I'm pretty sure she was happy. I don't know. Maybe she was happy. She was happy in her own way. She was like, "I did it. Yay." That's the best I got. You gotta get pinned, brother.
I can't.
The match was alive. I like how they're slowly doing Roman's downfall, little by little. He's losing things due to his own fault. It's almost like we can see him getting dethroned soon. It's funny. We did an audio version of the podcast, and we were talking about this whole bloodline storyline. And I mentioned like one of the things I like about it is there's so many different chapters into this. So, you had the beginning, then you had the bloodline, and them just taking over everything. And taking over everything. And then you see the downfall. and now you're seeing we're in this chapter now. Someone mentioned that now he's fighting his family. You know, Fight with My Family. I feel like that was a movie.
It was.
I know. That's why I said it. I was aware of it.
I also wanted to answer this. How long do you think? Yeah, I mean, you answer too. How long do you think she's gonna be holding this for?
We're in May right now. I can see her holding it till somewhere into the fall, like maybe September. I can see her getting I can see her getting some time with that belt.
I'm inclined to agree with you. Maybe I don't know. Maybe a month shorter than that, but. Yeah, I'm definitely in the same wheelhouse, though. I'm agreeing.
See, we agree sometimes, folks. We don't always just fight.
You fight with me. I don't fight with you.
No, I just think it's that. Whatever. I don't want to.
Look at you. Look at you. Look at you, ready to start another fight. That's what you literally were gearing up for. You just made my point.
I'm a point maker.
Good.
Thank you. We got. What we got? Tiffany was happy, but she's a heel. You could see her breaking character here and there. Tiffany's holding it until her call up. I don't see her losing before standing and deliver. I don't even think you have to rush her to be called up. Like, I mean, how long has she been in NXT right now? Like 2 years, right? Like 2 years?
Just about, yeah.
Okay, because Booker T mentioned 2 years. I don't think let her have a run. And I don't know, maybe somewhere next year.
Who?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Who?
I just saw in the chat. We're not watching AEW, you can tell because we're doing a review show. But someone wrote in our chat that the ref is bleeding. So that must be the Anarchy in our arena match. Because why is the ref bleeding?
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's so innovative. Oh my god.
I hope in Fight Forever because I'm gonna get that. I just want to see if the ref bleeds. I just need
probably will.
Oh, that would be great. I might do a gamer thing here on Big Pop and just play and see what happens. My first feud will probably be John Moxley, and I'll probably bleed, and my medical won't help me at all. They'll just say, "Listen, you had no business working it."
Let me say this.
I just said it. He said that. Please tell me how that looks because I did not. I'm not watching that. But we want to get to this main event. Is it bad?
Who is that? Wait, who is that?
I don't know. I can't see it. You sent it?
No, I was talking to Sammy. I'll send it to you. I don't know what that is, though.
That sounds awful. And I think someone actually wrote that in the chat about something. Blackface. I did not see that. But while we get into this main event, so we could call it a night here, folks. It's 11:30 at night. We have the main event. We have Bron Breakker. I don't think we have a picture with Mello, but we'll do this. We have Bron Breakker. I mean, this mask really looks silly. No, I will not. That was silly. The hoodie was badass. I saw the hoodie. I was like, great. But then this mask, I don't know. What was he going for? What was this? What in the Twilight is this?
He wanted to make sure y'all knew that he was a dog. Like he's a, Earth,
Hey, what? The bark didn't give that away? The bark didn't give that away, Shay. Come on.
You can't bark all the way down the ramp. You have to know silently. Why would he do that, though? But why would he do that?
Why would he wear that mask?
Can you imagine walking down and like, hoof, hoof, hoof? He'll be getting buried on Twitter right now if he walked down the whole ramp.
Have you not seen the IWC? You can literally be a decent human being and they'll bury you.
Okay, but that's like a deserved burial, though. Like, why would you be walking down the ramp doing that?
All I know is as a content creator, it would have been humorous. It's the singer of Moxley's theme who sings Wild Thing. Oh. He was going for a permanent, what was that? Hug bag?
Puke bag? Ew. Ew. Yeah, no, it was definitely could keep that. That was a nice little experiment for him.
I'll say this: keep the hoodie, the hoodie. That's badass. The hoodie's badass. But okay, so mask, right? And I have one actually. Back in the day, the Shield had these really cool masks. I got one. These were cool. Hold on, let me get up.
Oh my god.
Right. This is wired. Hold on.
Oh Lord.
These were
Uh,
cool. These were shit. I'm sorry, this got stuck. I'm sorry, I'm very professional. That was awful.
I believe you.
Thank you. But these were cool. Like back in the day, the Shield had these things. These were cool. These were badass. I don't know what he thought there. I know, and I credit him because he decided to do something different. So I credit him big time for doing something different. But I wasn't a fan. This match, him and Melo, they went out. I thought this was a better encounter between the two. Bron, once again, Bron is a heel. He's killing it. I laughed when he sat here and said, he mocked the crowd. He said, "Let's go, Melo, idiots." And he was really getting into the zone. That's why I said, if he's called up, please keep him as a heel. Please.
Yeah.
Give it time. Eventually they all go back to being baby and stuff like that. But right now I want him as a heel. And he delivered in his role. He was showcasing his power and strength over Melo. Melo had to dig deep, and with the heart of Massachusetts, he was able to get back and make a comeback. He was countering his stuff. Bron, the Frankenstein that he did was incredible. I thought that was great. But Melo gets the win. And no interference this time either. This time he beats him clean. I thought Bron made him look really good here. There was a spot where he hit him with the spear and he kicked out. Melo kicked out. And we were talking. Oh no! In fact, when we were talking about earlier on the podcast, we were talking about if it's your birthday, you get screwed. But a lot of times, hometown people, hey, I'm from this place, and you lose, and it's happened a lot. But he was able to kick out of the spear, which I thought was great because no one kicks out of his spear. I mean, one of the most devastating spears and today. And Melo was able to beat him with the all net, and he only hit him with it once. So I thought that he really made Melo look strong. And it was a good match. It was really good. I wanted Bron to mark Boston with John Cena's move. They compared him with John Cena anyway.
That would have been cool.
I thought it was more the chance though. I don't think it was because of his moveset. But yeah. But please take the floor. Why don't you give your thoughts about this match?
I think they just compared him because of the whole him being the guy and being aggressively pushed to be the guy. I think that's kind of what he meant. Yeah, no, I really like this encounter more than the first one, as you said. It was much better, even though the last one was really good too. Like, there's no shade. Yeah, I knew that Bron wasn't gonna win. I held out like 5% always that, maybe something will swerve, because that's all this weekend has been. Swerving the hell out of me, pissing me off. Like, I can't. I'm still seething. Like, I just don't understand why they threw that man in that battle royal for no reason. I just can't. No, I'm angry.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna let it go.
I forgot all about that. Like, but I told you he wasn't going to win. I mentioned he's not going to win.
I never thought he was gonna win, but he shouldn't have been the match. Is my issue.
And I agree to that. I was listening to someone earlier, and they were sitting there saying the most logical person to win, and they said him, and there was another name, but they said him, talking about Jay White, and seeing how Jay White didn't win, yeah, that's
it's sad. It's sad. It's really sad.
Hopefully, things turn around for that man.
Yeah, I really hope so. I really do. I'm considering reporting that company to the Better Business Bureau. I mean it.
I don't know how to respond to that, except just sitting and say, "Hey, company, get better," because that sounds awful. But that is the NXT Battleground review. Yeah, and we were able to do this in underneath an hour. I'm proud of us. I mean, we usually had like an hour some change. I heard that Jay White got tossed by Ricky Stark. They didn't even put him in the final two. I make jokes about him, but he's still a big name. WTF was that about?
It's the nastiest thing going on right now in wrestling. Like, it's nasty work. Like, this is just, it's a conspiracy, and I'm very good at figuring out these things. So when I find out, Someone's gonna have to answer.
What if they don't pick up the phone?
I'm persistent with my calls. Sometimes.
I was gonna say I know who to report with that.
Congratulations to them.
Cool. Good stuff.
Babies.
Congrats.
We love babies.
Congrats. You don't no. Don't speak for
Babies are cute.
No. They are the worst. I'm not a fan of them.
Whoa. Hates babies. Okay, that's odd.
I didn't say I hate babies. I just said I'm not a fan. That's all.
That you're not a fan of babies?
Well, I mean, I could. There's a long story of my rivalry with the baby colony, but I don't have time to sit here and go into a wrestling promo with babies.
Shave Meltzer.
Shave Meltzer. Jesus.
Please.
But while we end it, listen, guys, because we'll be in just reading your stuff all night, and we both want to get some sleep. But listen, we have an audio podcast. It will be up in the afternoon tomorrow. We gave our thoughts on Night of Champions. So if you want to hear more of our thoughts on there, it's on the audio. You can listen to us. It's going to be on Spotify. So, what are y'all going to all attack me because of that? I'm not a fan.
Just like weird.
No, I'm just not a fan. Okay, so
Wow.
when I sit here and go,
I'm
hey,
a fan of babies.
yeah, well.
You hate dogs as well?
Is Chloe there?
She's looking at me.
How good is her hearing?
Oh, she's good.
I know, because you probably keep her up at night with your loud voice. Well, listen, we're going to... I love dogs. What are you talking about? But you can listen to our audio podcast. It's on Spotify. There's all these other beautiful links that you can follow us on as well. Continue following Popular View as well. They have their links on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and Facebook and all those things. And we'll be... we kind of have an outro. Well, we have their outro. I gotta make an outro. But that's all the stuff. Continue to follow on Popular. Matter of fact, see, George. Thank you, H-Man. No, that's true. They have never earned. I'm glad. See, H-Man. You know what it is? H-Man wanted to get me worked up, and I love it. Listen,
they don't have to earn anything.
No,
when
do.
You got it, you got it.
No. Hold up. I need you to sit back a little bit and be quiet. All right.
No.
Listen. Bad guys talking. That's true though. Think about it. They come out of nowhere, right? They get this main event push, didn't earn nothing, and then you're in the back eating hay while they're eating seasoned fish and broccoli. No. I agree to this. Thank you, H-Man.
What do you mean they come out of nowhere? They have 9 months of booking, solid booking.
No, they have 9 months.
They have 9 months of solid booking. What do you mean they came out of nowhere?
Well, I mean, my parents said I came out of nowhere.
Sane person in the chat.
Oh, George is trying to say that he tries to be a babyface, but he's clearly a heel. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for the sweater. The sweater always fools people, but it's never fooled me. But let's end the show. Where's this outro so we can go home?
Thank you to every person that came today. You guys are amazing humans, and like you could literally be doing anything else way more productive, but you're here with us talking and loving wrestling.
You're here with us on a Sunday night talking about professional wrestling, and we really do appreciate you guys. We'll be back with more stuff for both on Popular View. Also, my co-host here, she does please plug your stuff.
I do a lot of things. My name on most platforms is Shay Sawyer _. I do stream on Twitch as well. That's just under Shay Sawyer. And you can catch me on Thursdays on Women's Wrestling Talk podcast for the Women's Wrestling Army review at 5 p.m. and then the NXT review at 7 p.m.
Absolutely. And you can catch me here on Unpopular Review. I'm here for NXT. I'm here on Wednesdays to do UPRE. We talked about Gotham Knights. That show's getting ready to end. And I'll be on Sunday for Instagram Live. We have another UPR battle. We have Mickey Mouse, and the winner, I believe, is Pikachu. So yeah, that should be fun. I gotta do some studying because I'm gonna annihilate Pikachu, and I really like Pikachu too. But I'm gonna have to annihilate him. I feel like all my faves I've been having to try to annihilate. Spider-Man, now it's Pikachu.
Pikachu is washing, Mickey. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? You
And
you know nothing, small woman.
And I
Mickey,
voted.
and I know you did. You always tried to go against me. Try to go against the green and whatnot. Don't you have to go say the was it Quantumanium, the Quantum Reverse or something like that? You and Ant-Man. Let's go home. Say goodnight to the people before I start yelling.
Good night, people.
Ah! George is up here. I'll turn on the back out. Of course you will. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. And we'll see you next time.